Hey YouTube, Brian LCS. Thanks for stopping by the channel and this video. New comic book day haul for February 23rd. So here we are. Let me show you the books I picked up this week. And as you can see, first one up is Amazing Spider-Man number 90. And be on the lookout for the review for that in the next day or two. And it was actually a big stack this week. Didn't anticipate buying this many books, but did. Miles Morales number 35, and this is a Gwen variant, ex-Gwen variant. Now, this is a new book that I picked up. I originally wasn't going to pick it up, but I said, let me see. It's a number one, Carnage Forever. I have not really, I don't think I've ever really read any solo Carnage stories. So this will be the first one. And then up next, one of the series that I've really been enjoying, Dark Ages number 5. This has just been a very good series. The art is well done. The storyline has been very good. I know some people have mentioned it's similar to Civil War, I believe, but I didn't read Civil War. So this story has been really good for me. Really, I like the interaction with all of the different characters, and it's been good. And you'll see a theme here. There's a lot of Spider-Man this week, or Spider-Man related characters. So we have Reilly Spiderman number 2. Issue number 1 was very good, so I'm interested to see how 2 plays out, issue number 2. The Ben Reilly story's growing on me in The Amazing Spider-Man right now. I don't have the baggage with Ben Reilly that a lot of others do because I never really read the Ben Reilly storyline, the Clone Saga. So for me, it's been good. I'm learning about the character, and I've enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm a Spider-Man homer. He's my guy, so take that with a grain of salt. Silk number 2. Again, this is one of those characters that when I was out of collecting, I kind of came on the scene, and so I haven't read much about it, much about Silk. So this new series came out, I picked it up, so this is issue number 2. So looking forward. Issue number 1 was good. It was kind of an introduction, so we'll see where issue number 2 goes. Now, another new series that I picked up from Marvel, Ghost Rider number 1, and now there were a ton of variant covers, a lot of them really good. I ended up going with, and I believe this is the A cover, so I went with this cover. This looks really, flames and chains, and you can't go wrong with that cover. So like I said, there were a number of other good ones. My LCS didn't only had 2 or 3 of the variants, and none that I really liked that wanted me to pick up an extra copy. So I may go out and take a look. I know the Scotty Young variant was pretty good. I believe Peach Momoko did one, but I think that was with Robbie Reyes. So on the cover, but and then now moving on out of the Marvel side, now this is Star Wars The High Republic Adventures. This is the IDW title number 13. I have not been reading this story. I do need to jump in. I have heard good things both about Star Wars The High Republic and Star Wars The High Republic Adventures. I'm collecting both series, have not been reading them. I really need to jump back into those. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm really trying to focus more on books, only picking up books that I'm actually reading. So there may be some books over the next couple weeks that I kind of turn over because I'm really not reading them, and so I'd rather not spend the money and add them to the collection if I'm not going to be reading them going forward. So we'll see. There might be some changes. So stay tuned for that. And then now on to some DC books. So this is Robin, number 11. Now, again, this is a series that I'm not reading, but I've heard really good things. So I continue to pick it up with the hopes to, start reading it. But we're at issue 11. So I don't want to get too far behind because then I'll never go back, and then I'll end up dropping the series. So right now I'm sticking with it and hope to get it read soon. And then my next DC book, or this is the 2 DC books I picked up, Robin and now Refrigerator Full of Heads. I'm sticking with this series. This series has been okay. I know this is kind of a sequel to, was it Duffel Bag Full of Heads, which I did not read. And this story's been okay. I think it is. And then this is issue number 4, and I'm not sure if it wraps up in issue 4 or if this is a 6-issue series, but I'm sticking with it so far and kind of see where it goes. Not the greatest story for me personally, but I am sticking with it. There is enough in the books that have kept me interested to, keep picking it up. So now on to a couple of the independents I picked up this week. House of Slaughter number 5. And again, this is this is kind of the running theme this week. This is another series that I've collected but have not read. Like I said, so this could be one of those that I cut loose in the next couple weeks, because I really want to be focused in on collecting books that I'm reading, things that I really enjoy, not just for any spec value or things like that. So that's my plan. We'll see how that goes, because there's always a book or a cover that you hear about or see, and then you end up picking up anyway. And following that theme is Berserker number 7. Now, I initially picked this book up just because of the spec and the hype. We're on issue number 7 now. I haven't read it. I don't know if I'm going to stick with it. Because who knows? And everybody's buying a lot of these books, so it really doesn't make sense to try to chase some of these books, just even for a spec value, because there are so many copies and so many people that are on top of the hobby now. So who knows? But that was it. That was the last book that I picked up this week. So hopefully you guys had a great new comic book day. I did hear a few people, rumblings out there that their LCSs were delayed in some of their shipments. So hopefully that hasn't happened to you. My LCS has been pretty solid. Since the new year, no issues with, deliveries, whether it's Diamond or Penguin, or they've been pretty good. So hopefully you guys got to pick up all the books that you were looking forward to. And it seems like every week this year so far, we've had some hot book that's, up on eBay already for $15, $20, $25. So, I think there was some spec around the, obviously Ghost Rider, and I think there was a second print of Thor number 20 this week. So it's just, we're living in, we're collecting in crazy times, right? There's something's popping off almost every week. So again, thanks for watching. Hope you guys had a great new comic book day, and we will see you next week.